Hi, I'm TJ Gilroy, and I'd like to welcome you back to Questions on Purpose, where I attack questions about how to discover, develop, and employ your purpose. Well, right now, we're going through a series called The 11 Reasons Why People Don't Know Their Purpose, and we're on reason number 3. So let's get started.
The second reason why people don't know their purpose is that they think that desire is a bad word. And if desire is bad, then you won't want anything with enough passion to make a difference. As with reason number 2, there seems to be two extremes, but this time it really depends on your definition. When we think of the word desire, it can have two different meanings according to Webster's online dictionary. It can mean to long for, to hope for, like you desire success. Or a second part of that would be that you wish for something, like a request, like they desire an immediate answer for something. It could also mean a conscious impulse towards something that promises enjoyment or satisfaction, or a longing or craving, usually having to do with a sexual urge or an appetite. Now, normally when I was growing up, the word desire had that second connotation. Well, I had two problems with the whole idea of having a desire. The first one was that no one could tell me how to find my desire. And most of the people that I knew didn't seem to really want anything bad enough to classify it as a desire. How about you? Do you want anything bad enough that you would actually describe it that way, that it's a desire? I mean, you really want to go after it? Well, the second problem was actually a bigger one. And that came from Sunday school, where I had this priest, as I was growing up. He was a chaplain on a Navy and Marine Corps base, and he gave some awesome sermons, and one of them was about the evilness of desire. And that got backed up by the nuns who were teaching Sunday school. So the whole time I was growing up as a little kid, every time I heard the word desire, I thought it was bad and that it was evil. And maybe you had that same kind of upbringing where, the only time that word desire is brought up, it has like another word in front of it, evil. It's like evil and desire went together. When I left the Marine Corps and entered into the business world, I was encouraged to read a book called Think and Grow Rich by a guy named Napoleon Hill. And if you're not familiar with Hill, he's still on most CEOs' ratings list. And Think and Grow Rich is still a classic that is held in high regard all over the world. According to Hill, the first of his success principles is to have a definite major purpose. But he says that before you can find your purpose, you need to have a burning desire. In fact, he goes on and is quoted as saying that the starting point of all achievement is desire. Well, Napoleon Hill was a student of Emerson, that's Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said that desire is possibility seeking expression. So according to these two guys, if you want to find out what's possible for you, then you need to be able to express it with desire. So then I started thinking for myself, and I found out that Napoleon Hill was right, and that the things I was taught in Sunday school or made to believe about desire weren't quite correct. In fact, if you believe in God, you'll be happy to know that it pleases him to give you the desires of your heart, as it says in the Psalms. In fact, he's the one who's at work in you to create those longings so that your purpose is fulfilled in the first place. So what do you think? Do you think you shouldn't desire anything because it's evil? In other words, you should just accept whatever comes along? Or do you desire to use your gift with all your heart? So what's the point? Well, the point is that you have a choice. If you think desire is a bad word, your chances of finding your purpose are going to be slim. On the other hand, if you really want to find your purpose, you'll discover that you need a burning desire.